Hello folks, Junkie Rock 13 here, everything vaping related, Junkie Rock 13. Today I'm bringing you the Magnum Rebuildable Atomizer from MaxVape. It is a smaller rebuildable dripping atomizer. I'm going to take a close look at it, see what I think about it, see how it vapes, talk about it. Let's get right to it. Okay, so here is the close-up of the Magnum Rebuildable Dripping Atomizer. Alright, this atomizer is going to come in a simple little Ziploc bag. And here is a little label that's in there. It will come with a little replacement package right here. Notice that there is 2 O-rings, a little replacement screw, and a small little piece of silica wick, and you might not notice it in there, but there is a small tiny piece of Canthol just to get you started. Okay, and there does come with 2 top caps. Okay, now both the top caps are very similar. By looking at the site on Facebook, it does say on there that one of the top caps that it comes with, the 510 connector for the drip tip is looser. This is a standard stainless steel 510 drip tip, and by putting it in this one, it is a little tight. And I can't seem to tell the difference. Let's see here. Now they do go in there rather nice and smooth. Let's just see the other one. Maybe this is the looser one. Yeah, this one does feel a little bit looser than the other one. I know I have had drip tips because the various different sizes that they use, sometimes they won't go into certain atomizers or certain cartomizers or certain tanks. But this one seems to be the looser of the 2. Okay. Let me bring that down there. Yeah, this one's a little bit tighter, but I'm saying very, very slight difference. Okay, but anyhow, the drip or the top caps are all stainless steel, polished finish on them. You hear my dog walking around. And they both do come with the same air hole. It's about 1 millimeter. Okay, let me just show that to you close up. 1 millimeter air hole. This one has been modified out to be 1/16 of an inch or 1.5 millimeters. This because I prefer to have the more airier draw. It does not come with this drip tip. That was just my personal one. And then the main section of the atomizer is all stainless steel made with 2 O-rings, and the diameter of this atomizer is about 14.5 millimeters. It is very simply constructed with a positive post in the center and the negative post on the outside. Center post is insulated with, I believe, some Delrin, if you can see it in there. And on the bottom, a solid 510 connection. Okay. Very basic, very simple. There is not a deep well for dripping juice, and I'm going to do a basic setup on this with just a simple piece of 3.5 millimeter silica with a small little piece of 32 gauge Kanthal. And the way I'm going to do this is just simply wrap a few wraps around the silica. Nothing special, no fancy wraps or coils or Kanthal being used on this today. I'm just doing a simple basic 4 wrap on the silica. Okay. And let's just pick up this piece. Okay, you can see the small little holes that the Kanthal will go through, and then you can just tighten up these 2 Phillips head screws. So what I'm going to do is just take little pieces of Kanthal and thread them through them holes. And I'm going to pull them kind of close to the posts. Grab my screwdriver and just tighten these down. Okay. I will make sure that's not resting on the base of the atomizer or up against the post. And what I am going to do with a pair of scissors is on this side, I'm just going to cut this kind of close to the negative post. Okay. And then I'm going to actually wrap this around a little bit and cut that right there. So basically what I did was have a little piece of silica to wrap right around the center post there, the positive and the negative. I'm going to break off the ends of them Kanthal. Make sure this is tight completely in there. Oh yeah, it is. Oh, and it broke right off. Okay. Now I'm going to get my trusty Provari just to bring in and test the resistance. Okay. And I am getting a 1.4, but I am going to darken this up so you can see that. Okay, it says 1.4. Alright, and just make sure that these are not touching each other. They're glowing nice and red. I'm going to grab some juice. Put a little right on that wick right there. I got some 50/50 caramel zero nick raw vapor juice that they sent me for a sample with my last order. I figured I'd give it a try. I haven't even tried it yet. What better way to try it on a fresh coil? Okay. Now what I'm going to do is take my top cap that I have bored out to the 1/16, and I'm actually going to put it right in front of the coil. Press that right down on there and put my drip tip in. Okay. Let me just push this off to the side. Oh, my Provari is flashing battery. Nice. Alright. There you go, folks. There's the close-up and the setup of the Magnum Rebuildable Atomizer. See how she vapes and see what I think about it. Okay. So there you go. The Magnum Rebuildable Atomizer is a smaller form factor rebuildable dripper. It is only 14.5 millimeters in diameter. I do have it on the Provari. Looks decent on there. Very easy and simple to set up. I don't do anything special with this rebuildable. One reason is I noticed when I do some crazy loop coils in here and stuff, it doesn't vape any better than just a simple little piece of silica with some wraps on it of some Canthal and leave it a little bit longer on the one side. Okay, the one side over here. Now I like using my 3.5 millimeters. I know people have used the 2 millimeter and the 3 millimeter, and whatever you like to use for your silica, or if you want to set it up with stainless steel, no, that's fine. I prefer to use these with 3.5 silica, and it works really great. Now, when it is set up with that extra little long piece of silica, I just put it into the top cap there, and then line up my air hole directly with where the coil is set up. Now remember, this is a modded top cap to the 1/16 air hole. I'm going to actually show you how it vapes on the regular standard air hole and the 1/16. This is wrapped at 1.4 ohms, and I have it set at 4 volts. Let's see how it vapes. This is a 50-50 blend from RAR. It is a zero nic juice, but I wanted to try it, and it tastes pretty good. Here we go. It's vaping great. Vapor production is phenomenal. Flavor's great. I really like this device because it's smaller, sleeker. It does hold less juice, so if you want a bigger dripper that has a deeper well in the bottom, so when you drip, it does have a little cup that the juice can set in and be soaked up by the silica. You will be dripping more often with this device, but this device performs rather stellar in my opinion. I've been really impressed with the Magnum. I use this quite often to test most all my new juices, or when I mix up a blend. I always test it with the Magnum. I'm looking around for my other, oh, here it is. the other top cap, I want to show you the difference in vapor production with the smaller 1mm top cap air hole. Now the vapor production should be less because there's going to be less air coming in. Now on their site it does say the one top cap is going to fit better with the true flow drip tips, and the other one is for the standard 510 drip tips. So one is going to be a little looser with the fitting, and this is the looser one right here. Okay, so this is the 1mm air hole, the standard air hole that it comes with. And like I said in my close-up, I did board it out to 1/16 the other one. I got a little dry at the end there. Let me put a little more juice in here. Now, I don't personally like the tighter air draw. I know a lot of people do, and that's fine. I prefer the more airy. You get more vapor, more flavor that way. But even with the 1mm air hole, it's still vaping perfectly fine. Of course, the vapor is not as thick as with the 1/16 air hole. The flavor is still great. Throat hit is not so much because this is a zero nic juice. But performs great. And like I said in the close-up, it does come with both top caps. If you wanted to modify it, you could modify it to the 1/16 or whatever air hole you like. And there goes my Pravari flashing again, like always. But that's what I got on the Magnum Rebuildable Atomizer from MaxVape in the Philippines. I will leave a link to where you can find it in the description of this video. I do want to remind everybody that I am running a few giveaway contests. Right now I have 2 going, and I'm going to be uploading another video later on today for a giveaway. I'm running one for an e-cig, and that will be ending in a few more days. And I also have one for an AGAS Genesis Atomizer. So check out my other videos, make sure you subscribe, and keep on watching, everybody. Be kind to one another, and keep on vaping. Take care.